Rightio, in the barriers with the big fella. Chairman of the Australian Turf Club, Mr. Laurie Macri. You can fit in with me in the barriers.
Thank you, Richard.
All good?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Rightio. Where did Laurie Macri grow up?
Randwick, actually, just up the road.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Born at Balmain Hospital, came home with the family.
I always thought I always picked you as an Eastern Suburbs person. There's no doubt. Don't get me wrong.
You got me there. Haven't moved anywhere.
How did Laurie get involved in the racing industry?
A couple of your good mates, Tim Hughes and Michael Sullivan, put together a syndicate. We bought 5 fillies, and the first one that went to the race was Barrage de Fortune. It was hard to say no after that.
Barrage de Fortune was pretty handy.
Yeah, Bruce McLaughlin and
the great man. He's passed.
Yeah, God bless him. Just we had some fun. Who would have thought?
They were Sullivan's colours, weren't they?
You know, they always run in Tim Hughes' colours. 20% of the equity, 100% of the same.
The best horse Laurie Macri's seen?
Best I've seen? Geez, we've been lucky. I'm going to say to Kingston Town, but it could be Black Caviar, it could be Winks, it could be...
I was going to say, were you not here last night?
Oh, I was going to say, it could be. You could pick 3. You could pick 3 and you'd be a good judge.
Well, here's one for you.
Yep.
The best horse you've had anything to do with?
Atlantic Jewel, hands down.
How was that?
Yeah, she was good. She was good. 10 out of 11. I'll take that.
The best thing about the racing industry?
Camaraderie. People. You come for the horses, but you stay for the people. The people are the fun.
There's a motto. You come for the horses, but you stay for the people.
Maybe that'll be our
catch cry.
Well, maybe we'll try that in the spring.
What can racing do better? Here's one for you.
Well, I think we've got to get the infrastructure better. Everything from the stables, the training tracks, the courses proper. You know, we've got supreme athletes, the thoroughbred. We've got to give them the best conditions, and trainers and owners and jockeys deserve it. So, prize money's good. We've got to make sure the infrastructure is world class.
Well, you know what? I wasn't going to. I'm going to add another question.
Okay, please.
I've interviewed a lot of other people. The 2 things that they say are, what's the first one is? Lower the cost to owners. Can you do that?
Well, the lower the cost to owners is, if you looked at the sum of the parts, what we control is track fees, stable fees. In fact, they've been static for 4 years. So we make up about 10% of the bill. The rest of it is very difficult to control because these equine athletes need a human there to make sure they're in the best of health. So I think that's where most of the costs are. So maybe we can help attract better staff by having better on-course accommodation for the staff, but it's going to be really difficult to get the cost down. And that's why I think we've got to do our bit on the revenue side, that is prize money.
Well, here's the one that a lot of people agree on. Outside of the major days, the championships, the Slipper Day, throw the gates open. I know you do it midweek on a Saturday.
Not a bad idea. We've done that at Canterbury on a Friday night, and guess what? We ended up with 6,400 there on our last Friday night. The biggest crowd at Canterbury probably from when they had the Canterbury Guineas there. I said in my first board meeting at the STC, why don't we just open the gates, because it probably costs you more money to have an attendant than open it. They did laugh me down, but you know, we keep revisiting it, and smart people keep asking me the question. It's not no, it may not be in my term.
This next question I can't really ask, because if you weren't in racing, what you'd be doing? Well, you already do your other stuff.
Yeah. Well, racing's great fun, and broaching's great fun, and I'd probably spend more time watching rugby league if it's possible.
Well, yeah. What occupies your time? You love rugby league?
I love rugby league. Love it. Love it. South Sydney.
South Sydney?
Yep. Love it.
He's won a comp recently.
2014. Tear in the eye still.
I tell you what, I reckon Chris Waller must be training the Burgess brothers. Outside of Sam, I thought the other brothers were gone. They found a leg this year.
Look, and to their credit, they've worked hard, and they've got a different regime there. They're probably doing more aerobic than weights, and geez, it's paying dividends for them.
Favourite TV show for Laurie Macri?
Suits on Fox, on the channel.
Has she left yet, Megan?
No, still there, still there. Yeah.
Are you going over for the wedding?
Interesting enough, I haven't been invited, Richard.
Haven't you?
No, but I'll look forward to that.
I was just going to say because we'd catch up, but
obviously you'll be there.
Favourite holiday destination?
Not that I get to go there often, but geez, it's hard to knock back a trip to New York. Wow, what a city. Never run out of things to do. Although I went 5 years in a row, my wife barred it, so I have to find a new destination.
Did you take her?
I did take her. I thought that would, even now if I say let's go to New York, she says you're going on your own. So if it was up to me, it would be New York. If it's up to Christine, it's probably...
So a mate of mine said every time he goes on holidays, his girlfriend gets pregnant. He said, I'm going to take it next year.
Boom, boom. And that's why you never do interviews with Richard Callender.
Last question.
Please.
Who would play Laurie Macri in a movie?
Oh, Robert De Niro. Can't you see the resemblance? It's got to be De Niro.
Got the same colour hair.
Well, okay, we're both Italian, so maybe that's about...
What's your favourite movie with De Niro?
Oh, I reckon Godfather 2's pretty special. Oh, I reckon it's pretty special.
Brando was 1.
And De Niro was in 2.
2.
Yeah. Pretty good. Thank you, Richard. Great to see you.
Laurie Macri, Chairman of the ATC, in the barriers of the big fella.
Thank you.